Welcome to Inspirational Talks with LaDonna Marie, a Planting Positive Seeds podcast.
All right. Hello, everyone. This is LaDonna Marie of Inspirational Talks with LaDonna Marie. And today we have a guest who is going to give you his story of triumph, and he's going to bless us with his inspirational journey and about his life. And so I want to just let you know right now, I'm welcoming you to Inspirational Talks. This is a Planting Positive Seeds podcast. And what we do at Planting Positive Seeds is we always, share with people, positive things to help them to be encouraged and empowered in their life. So I'm thanking you now for sharing this space with us and everyone who will be listening to this broadcast afterwards. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce my guest, Mr. Jonathan Kelley. Everybody, hey, hand clap, yay! Hi.
Hello. How you doing, LaDonna?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Excited and happy to be here with you today and with everyone else out there. I hope everyone is having a great weekend. And, again, just happy and blessed and thankful that I'm here with you today.
Well, thank you so much. I'm so excited to have you on here. We're good friends, and we have a little bit of history because we've been knowing each other, for some time now, and you're such an inspirational person, to my life and, things that you do, and we help to keep each other uplift. So this was like an extreme honor for me to be able to, talk with you, over the podcast, have you to come and share, your journey in life and, things that are blessing you and the way that God is working, wonderful in your life. So I just once again want to say thank you so much for, agreeing to come on to Inspirational Talks because, I love to empower. So I'm going to get right in, to the first question. So, I know you and, we know each other, but can you give our listeners, just tell us a little bit about yourself and about your journey?
Oh, most definitely. And before I say that, I must say that, you're equally inspirational and inspiring for my own life.
Thank you.
I often tell you, your devotion to God and just how you push through and that perseverance and that faith is contagious.
Oh.
I equally want to give you the same thanks for inspiring me on many, many days.
Wow.
You are definitely a great friend, and to anyone out there listening, if you have a chance to connect with LaDonna, I would definitely encourage that. She will rub off on you. She will have you feeling like you can go out and really pick up the mountain and move that out of your life. So
wow.
I'm very, very grateful and thankful. But a little bit about myself, as you mentioned. My name Jonathan Kelley, but I have gone by a couple different producer names in my short career. But I've recently beat Still JK. I'm a music producer, songwriter. I'm recently getting into scoring my first major film.
Awesome.
So I like to look at myself as just a all-around musician. I play the viola, the violin, also do some engineering. So I grew up in Oakland, California. Shout out to the Bay Area. That's my home. That's where I come from. A lot of my influences really come from being, from Northern California. A lot of the light gets shined a lot on Los Angeles, rightfully so. But, the Bay Area is kind of a creative hub. A lot of revolutionary, movements and, some of our biggest icons have come out of that area. So it's really a place that's near and dear to my heart. And then, I've also grown up in Florida for quite some time, so I definitely have an affinity and a love for Florida, and spending those summers out in Louisiana and in Texas and Oklahoma. So I like to call myself
You've
West
been all
Coast.
over.
Oh yeah, I've been just about everywhere. So definitely West Coast influence, but with the Southern hospitality. So but my journey pretty much, it's much like probably most people. Went to college. I graduated, got my degree in school. Kind of went into the workforce. I wasn't quite sure, what I wanted to do, but I always had a passion for music. I always knew that I wanted to be a businessman and really just kind of get into music, but I didn't really know a way or how. And so I went into the corporate world for about 5 to 6 years and received a huge opportunity and blessing to do music full time in Atlanta and really get a hands-on education behind the scenes and music.
Wow.
And that's kind of been the spark that's taken me on this journey for the last 6 to 7 years. So kind of leading me to where I am now and going forth into that next chapter. So
that's amazing. Okay, look, that's an amazing journey. Well, listen, everybody, I just want to tell you right quick. Jonathan is the producer of Conversations with God and the amazing spoken word spiritual poetry album. And I just want to tell you all that I'm so excited because we have history. I just want to share this little bit. Like when we first met, he was doing an interview on one of my good friends, PD Radio. They had an interview, and I was listening to the interview, and I was listening to him talk about, his music and producing and everything, and it just popped in my mind. I was like, God said, do a spiritual spoken word album, and I was like, okay, so now I know somebody. I was like, good, I'm listening to this interview, and so here's this man. I was like, okay, I'm going to see if we can connect. And I think we connected shortly after, and we've been going back and forth, just talking, building up the friendship and the connection and networking. And then finally I was like, okay, Jonathan, let's do this CD. I want to do a CD. And he was like, okay, well, let's just wait and we'll see. And then I came back again. I was like, I'm so excited. I really want to do the CD. And then long story short, he came along on board. And then I, produced the poetry and the music. And it's Conversations with God is just an amazing album. And so I just want to say I'm so thankful with you and all of your talents and your God-given talents and abilities that we were able to connect on that and produce a wonderful, wonderful album that is now out on iTunes. It's also on CD Baby, Amazon, and also, my website. But I just want to say thank you. Thank you.
I mean, it's it's really truly one project that I'm very proud of. A lot of people don't know from the time I've met LaDonna, I've been wanting to push her into this music. She has a lot of hidden talents there that the world has yet to find out about.
I know.
And so to do this project with the poetry and to be able to put music behind it was just something I felt like was taking a step in that direction. And it was just when I heard some of the poems and some of the writing, and often I call them messages because I feel like they are directly from God and they really do give a lot of instruction and guidance. I was excited, and when it was completed, I remember getting my and for everyone out there, definitely go out and purchase it. It's well worth it. It's got a little bit of everything on there, so any situation that you're going through, this CD definitely can help you. And I purchased several copies myself, so again, go out and buy it. It's available on iTunes, CD Baby. It's available on LaDonna's website, and it's truly something that I listen to and I draw so much inspiration from. And I'm excited. I'm very happy.
I'm so excited too. Look, I'm sorry I got off on a tangent, but it's about your talent. And so I was amazed because every beat that you sent me from the first one, when you were sending the music and stuff, amazing producer, you all. He is an amazing producer and beats.
Thank you.
I'm just telling you, make sure you all go check him out. He's going to give his information at the end of this podcast. But okay, so I'm excited, and I'm going to go to the next question. We'll talk. We got history, y'all, so we'll talk. But the next one is I want, for our listeners, because I'm always wanting to inspire. Like I said, if I wake up every day to make a difference in one person's life, that's enough for me. So I want you to tell me what helps to keep you inspired, and your focus to do, what you're doing. Just how does that happen for you, Jonathan?
I think the foundation of my inspiration definitely comes from within.
Okay.
I believe that when I was probably, just fresh out of college, a lot of my inspiration came from outwardly sort of things, whether it was money related.
Okay.
It could have been, I had a child at a very young age, so a lot of it was based on, inspired for my daughter, making sure that I kind of set that example and kind of laid a path for her. But as of late, I've found that inspiration really generates more from the inside. And when you can generate that inspiration, and what I mean by that is through meditation, through connecting with our higher power, with God, and just asking him to use me, asking him in what areas would he like for me to be that instrument, and recognizing that I'm not doing anything. Everything that happens is all because of God. So truly, that inspiration comes from within and from visualizing what I want or what I consider to be my purpose here in life, and inspiring children. I love being around children. I love the energy of children. So inspiring children to create, the world that they would like through correct thinking, and truly teaching them how to think and not what to think. Those are some of the things that truly inspire me and make me want to continue to be used and continue to use those talents that I have been given to push forward those messages and to align with others that's sharing that message, such as yourself. A lot of the things that you have going on, from your conferences to your women's empowerment movement, your public engagements, your books, a lot of those things are, teaching others how to be empowered. And so, again, as you stated, if I can affect one life every day in a positive manner, or if I can give myself to someone and help them solve something that may be a problem in their life, those are the things that inspire me.
Oh, wow. Jonathan, you just gave our listeners and myself, a lot to just reflect on and think about. And the one thing that you said that I know that resonates with me, I mean, many of the things you said, they do, but I know I always do the same exact thing. Like sometimes when I go to different places, or when I'm sitting here and I'm preparing to write, or if I'm out, I'll always ask God, like, whatever you want. Send the people that, that need what I have, or what would you like for me, to say or to do or to put out. And that's the reason why I think, that is the reason why, our connection with people and the messages that we put forth and the energy, that we bring is so powerful, because God is all in it. And he gets the glory for our talents and abilities, and how we use them and send them out to the masses is amazing. So thank you so much. I watch you, and I see, how you like working with, the music and the aspect, and, I've heard your dreams and things that you want to do, connecting with the community and type things. And I know that, greater things are ahead. And so I just want to say you've inspired me. So you keep on, doing everything that you do, and, God is always going to be in the mix, and he's going to continue to bless you, abundantly. So because this is a Planting Positive Seed podcast, and because, I'm wanting to touch that person, can you share with with our listeners, one time when, you felt kind of unsure about your purpose or, moving forward, what was the catalyst that helped you to turn yourself around, or how did you, what is your story of triumph in one of your, maybe a difficult time that you came across in life?
Well, I would love to say that there was only just one.
I know, right?
There have been many moments that I think have, been points where I had to definitely find it within myself to continue to push forward. One particular time in my life that I can think of offhand is when I first actually moved to Atlanta. As I spoke, I always knew I wanted to produce, and a lot of times when we're creative, we tend to think that what we do is just the best, obviously, that's out there.
Right,
even when we're first starting off, we tend to think, hey, this is the best writing, this is the best music, this is the best song that anyone is ever going to hear because I did it. And we're very protective of our work. They're like our kids, you get very sensitive sometimes to criticism of your work, and sometimes you take the focus off of, well, what is the benefit of what's being said? Is there anything that I can learn from this to actually make this better? And so I do remember encountering a particular time where I played my music for a very well-known executive and manager in the entertainment industry, someone who I would, consider a mentor and who I looked up to. And I recall them listening to the music and turning it off and saying that I should find a different avenue to go in because the music just would never be good enough to actually make it in the entertainment industry. And it was it was a blow because it was coming from someone that, again, was very well known. It was coming from someone that I highly respected. And so I left there, very much deflated, feeling like, had I made the right decision? Should I have stayed in the corporate world? Was this just not meant to be? And I remember for about 2 weeks, I didn't make any music. I didn't touch my keyboard. I didn't turn it on. I wasn't going to the studio. I didn't want anything to do with music. I was done. And I remember sitting on my couch one day, and I can remember this day almost like it was yesterday. I was sitting on my couch, and I was looking out, and a voice inside me spoke and said, you have two choices. You can either give up, and you'll never truly be able to say that you actually tried and put forth your best effort in something that you've loved since you were a little boy, or you can go in that room, you can find the things that you need to improve on, and you can get better. And sure enough, after I heard that, I went into the room, and every day for 3 months, I conditioned myself to learn how to play the keyboard better. I felt like that was the one area that I could stand to be a lot better. Was I could play a lot better. I could have much better chord progressions. I just felt like overall I could be a lot better in that area. And every day for 8 hours a day for 3 months, that's what I did. And the result of that was a year and a half later, I won my first Producer of the Year award in Brooklyn, New York, with the All-Star, Music Awards. And then in 2014, I won my second Producer of the Year awards through the Independent Music Awards out of L.A. And so that is the story of showing that, there may be times where you get knocked down. There may be times where, people tell you that you cannot do something or that's something that you're passionate about. and know that you want to do is not going to work. But if you not focus on that negative aspect of it and see the benefit of what's being said, if any, and understanding that all criticism, you don't have to accept it as truth.
True.
The only defeat is when we actually accept that condition as the truth.
Right.
And so I tell that story to a lot of people because a lot of times people just think, the path has been made completely smooth, and there's definitely been the bumps. There's been the growth experiences. So my thing is just now I apply that in my life always. If I am 100% about something, no matter what, no matter how many times I have to go back to refine it, I will do so until I'm successful, and I will keep doing it. And as long as I'm successful, it will become a part of that nature.
Wow. You know what? You just gave us so many jewels and so many nuggets, in that entire speech. I'm saying because, like you said, I was thinking about that earlier today. I was like, a lot of people just don't know. They think that, they see the awards, and congratulations again on your awards. They see the awards and they see, the I guess, a little bit of the popularity or whatever you have going on, your events and different things, and they don't know that, you probably failed and fell forward and struggled to get things the way that you wanted them to be, but they just see the finished product, but they don't know what's going on in behind the scenes. But that tenacity and that perseverance and that resiliency, in our spirits that say keep going, keep moving, it's going to get better. Because I have a story just like that about when I lost somebody took my poetry book when I was in high school. I used to love writing poetry. I first started out. And then it disappeared because we were doing some stuff. It disappeared, and if they needed poetry, they just could have asked me. I would have wrote them some poems. But the impact of me having like my 4-inch binder with over 400 or something poems in there taken from me, I mentally did a shutdown, and I didn't write for a year. I think I didn't write until I got back to college when I found other people who were interested and who were writers and who were poets. But I stopped because, it was devastating for me to just, have that. And I've had my stories, with people telling me, oh, it's not going to be anything or nobody's going to like it. But if I, like you said, we don't have to accept it. And so that was just a powerful nugget, everybody. So whatever you go through in life, Jonathan has said it best. You don't have to accept it. You believe in yourself. You keep putting your best foot forward. You learn what you have to learn. And you just keep walking forward and knowing that, it's going to get greater. And you're going to grow and you're going to learn. Oh, my goodness, I'm so excited. Like, this is really this is good advice. Oh, my goodness. So, before we get a little further, I want you to go ahead and just give everybody, where they can get connected with you, or, tell me about, like, what are some of the things that you have going on now. I know you said you're about to do a major movie and things, so tell us a little bit about what you have going on now, and tell everyone where they can, get with you and connect with you if they would like to, get some beats.
Oh, most certainly. So you can always connect with me. I'm in the process of rebuilding my social platform, but you can always reconnect with me at SoundCloud / Think, and that's going to be it's an acronym, so it's going to be T_H_I_N_C, and that basically stands for Thinking Helps Inspire New Creations. That's actually an idea that I came up with my business partner, who is also the director and producer of the movie that I'm working on. We were coming up with some ideas, and we just kind of, myself and my other business partner, my fiance, she actually came up with this idea, and we kind of tweaked the acronym.
Amazing.
So it's really something that we truly believe in, and one of those movements that we hope to inspire the youth, and not just the youth, but also those that are, in the process of thought. Anyone that is, in that process and that mode of thinking to inspire those creations, we want that to be kind of like a movement for those individuals. And so you can always connect with me there on SoundCloud. I have, some beats on there, and you can always message me, and we can always connect, through that platform as well as email. Some of the things I have, going on right now, as Adana mentioned, we just, put out the Conversations with God. So that's something that I'm very excited and proud of. Again, if you have that opportunity, I highly suggest that you add that to your collection.
Please do it.
I'm also, yes, please do it. I'm also, as I stated, currently working on a project, a movie, and
this is amazing.
We've started the scoring aspect of it, so it's coming along great. It's probably something that'll be coming to you very soon.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, probably the end of 2015, early 2016.
Okay.
Look forward to that. It's called Mr. McBride. So definitely going to be a very I don't want to give too much away about it.
Okay, no. Give us something to look forward to.
It's going to be a very thrilling, entertaining movie, though. Outside of that, just again, like I mentioned, been practicing more on my viola. Really, taking that to a next level to incorporate that more into my production. So I have a couple of singles that I'm going to be working on here coming up in the third quarter. Me and LaDonna are going to have something for you guys coming very soon.
Oh, I'm so excited.
That I'm definitely looking forward to. I'm actually working on another project as well, where a young lady, she's done some work, some inspirational work, kind of some readings and some motivational speaking. And so I'm going to be putting some music behind that for her. So that's really the next project that I have on tap. I also have an artist out of the Ohio area that we have a very big song that we're working on right now. So yeah, there's a lot of things in the works, musically and some other endeavors that I'm definitely looking forward to sharing with everyone come early 2016.
Oh, wow. Look, everybody, make sure you get connected with Jonathan, okay? Because he has some amazing things that are coming forth, and I can't wait. Along with myself and the other artists, this is going to be a treat. I already know you all. Okay, so the last thing that I want to do, Jonathan, what I do, because this is a Planting Positive Seeds, podcast, and we always want to plant those positive seeds, can you give me, I do this thing called the I Am series. And so, we start off with something about yourself. I am powerful. I am a child of God. What are some things that you can give us as a I am statement, just for yourself in your life?
For me, a lot of those statements for me would be I am whole. Wow. I am perfect.
Yes.
Within the spirit, I am strong.
Yes.
I am powerful. I am loving. I am harmonious.
That is great.
I am happy.
Yes.
And that's something that I repeat to myself. Probably 50 to 100 times a day.
We have to.
Yeah. I wake up and I say that in the morning before I even step foot out of the bed. I give thanks to God and I repeat those things. And even going a step further, I am, or I have sound physical health. I have peace of mind. I have a labor of love of my choice.
Yes, this is my powerful
freedom.
Brother, y'all.
I have freedom from fear and worry. I am, free from those things. And I truly, those are all of the things that I truly, believe in. And I believe that, whatever our will is, if we believe it, we definitely can achieve it. But I am whole is definitely probably one of the things that I best use to describe myself.
Wow. That was an amazing affirmation and powerful session. You all, I told you all this was an inspirational man. You all, he keeps me motivated at the same time, and we keep each other lifted. But you know what? Because those were some powerful statements. The I am me, statement. I say I am me, but it's I am, and whatever your statement is, those things will keep you encouraged. It will keep you motivated. It will keep you inspired. So once again, I want to thank you so much, Jonathan, for coming and talking with me and my listeners. This has been amazing. Yeah, I just want to tell you, this has been my longest show yet. But, because I already knew that the atmosphere and the connection and just the powerful message, that he has and he embodied with his music and with everything that he does and how I see it representing in his life in the way, he's a child of God. I just knew that this was going to be a special broadcast. So once again, I thank you so much. And you'll be able to listen to this on my podcast on Inspirational Talks with LaDonna Marie. It'll be aired, later coming up on Monday. So you can always connect with me on www.ladonnamarie.org. Thank you all again, and have a great and fantastic day.
Thank you.
Thanks.